Alright, so this is Ball 3. Ball 3 is the newly released Leopard, the subsidiary brand of BYD. So that's the Ball 3, newly released, and it's in the showrooms right now. So I'm just going to show it to you. Pardon me if it's noisy here. So we have some 3 cameras up there and some other sensors for all the automatic windshield stuff going on there. And we come down to the bonnet. So you look at the bonnet, it has this nice muscular build with the bonnet, and then we have some daytime running lights here. So you get 2 bars here integrated above the headlamp unit, and down here you see the LEDs, and it has this really nice muscular build to it. Everywhere you see angles, that's really nice. And down here we have a camera here, and then a button for opening the front. I'll do that in a second. And we go down here and you can see there's a radiator in there and some radar sensors here as well. Your number placement area, all looking really nice with your parking sensors integrated. Let me just step back so you can see the front profile. And let me just open here so we can see the front. So when I press here, you get your lights flash, and then it opens up to the front or the front storage area. And it's not just some flimsy metal cover, it's actually built like a real trunk. So that's really cool. And then we come down here and you can see the space. There's a lot of space in here. So right from here all the way to this level is where you can store things. And as you can see, the cover is recessed, and so you're still going to be able to add more things on the top. And it's also controlled electronically by these electronic struts, so you don't have to use your energy for anything. And to close it back, you just press that and it goes back down. It looks really solid. Now let's go on to the left hand side. So you can see there are some air inlet vents here to allow for cooling of the tires and aerodynamics. And we come down to the tires. It has 245/50 rim 19 tires with some very nice design rims, and then some red brake calipers. So that's really cool. And in there you have your suspension going on and some carpet material to help with sound deadening. And like on most Chinese cars now, you have your blue illumination when you're on auto drive, automatic drive. It's our industry standard now. You got a camera here, a camera there, integrated in the driving mirror, and there are 2 protruding blue lights here as well. I'm assuming it's a continuation of these ones, and then it pops out right here. You have NFC entry, and then we go. Let me step back a little so we can see the side profile of the vehicle. And if we look down here, you have pop-out style door handles. And we come down here, you see all these plastic paneling in different levels, giving the car a very muscular look. I'll just go around the vehicle before I come to the interior. And up here you have some metal rails, and it's good to see that you have windows or roof that can actually open, a glass roof that opens like a conventional car. And if we go on to the back, looking at the rear profile, it's a really nice, cute electric SUV. And then we look down here, we have in the rear, same 19-inch rims and your suspension going on in there. I like the design of this rim. Good for aerodynamics, and at the same time looks really good. And then we come down here. I know some brands have integrated reflectors or lights here, but I'm maybe guessing what they might do with it in the future. They might put some lights just to illuminate it and an upgrade. And then we go to the back and you have more muscular stuff going on here. And as you can see, like the front, the back, the side and the rear is also protruding as well to give it that muscular look. And then we come in here, very nice touch to the rear lights. So you have your badging integrated in there, and then you have your lighting going all the way. It's an electric vehicle. Then the boot opens not up but to the side, so you get your strong hinge here. And if we look down here, you get all your reverse lights, reflectors, parking sensors, going on there, and you got a camera integrated here as well. And if I stand up, we're gonna see you got a rear window wiper and then another camera here and a brake light integrated in the boot lid. So there's extra storage here in the back. So if I press that, it's going to open to another boot where you can store things. This lid alone can carry things up to about 3 kilograms. So temporarily you can leave things here. And you get some nice two hinges and gas struts. So it's not going to fall on you. So you can store like backpack or shoes or whatever you don't want to be in the main cabin. And to close it up, you just push it and lock it up. So that's really, really neat. And it locks with the central locking system. So your things are not going to be stolen. I'll just go around the vehicle before I come to the interior. And as you can see, probably 4.9 seconds, 0 to 100. That's really cool. And if we go down here, you got the same profile like the left hand side going on in the right as well. And when you open this, it leads to your quick and slow charging ports, and you just push to close. I like that it's not electronic. It's very simple, very basic, but it works. And you go on to the side profile. I'm not going to waste time here because it's going to be similar to the left hand side. Now let's go on and start from the boot. Let's look at the interior. So when I pull this, it opens to a huge door that allows you into the boot area. And as you can see, the boot is very nice size. It's a 5-seater, and this boot alone is already giving you enough space for storing stuff. You got very simple. It's plastic. You got a light here, got a light over there. You got some hooks that can carry up to about 2 kilograms in the rear. And like I mentioned already, you have some extra storage, and then you also have a subwoofer in the rear. And this is the boot lid. You can use this as a way to hold and shut the boot, or you can also drop some things in there for extra storage. And there's some netting here on the boot door, the interior of the boot door, to give you some extra storage. And if we go down here, we can just close it by pushing it and shutting it. It's very heavy, but it's easy to shut for some reason. Now let's go on to the second row seat so I can show you what it looks like. So the door opens almost at 90 degrees, as you can see, and it's got some nice interior material which feels like Napa leather, and they've got real door opening lever, so that's really nice. And you got Devalet, if the pronunciation is right. I believe it's French, if I'm not mistaken. It's the same one that has been used on the Bow 8, the Leopard 8. Sounds really good. And you have an area here for shutting your door. And then you have some rubber inserts to prevent things from rattling about. You have your real button for rear windows up and down, and then down here you have some metal accents. I like how the ambient lighting has been integrated in a very thin line inside, and someone is changing the lighting color in there, so you can see that the colors were changing right there. You got your plastic cup holders or bottle holders. You got your speaker grill here, and looking all very conventional, but it's easy to get in because it opens really wide, and the opening is almost a boxy shape, so it's going to be easy to get into the car. If we look in the rear, the space is not cavernous, but it's doable for average size passengers. But as you can see, the rear passenger seats are kind of bench style, so it's kind of like 40, 40, and 20. And you can see it comes with perforated seats, very nice feeling Napa leather, I believe. You got isofix ankle points here. The seat belt locks are very, very easy to reach, and overall it's got this flat bench style, which is really good. If I just sit in there, so a height of 183 centimeters, I fit just right. My legs are just touching, they are not cramped, so that's really nice. And then you have some pockets here as well, so that's really good behind the seats. And then you have your air vents, huge air vents here Very conveniently placed for the convenience of the rear passengers. And then you have a type A charging port and a type C charging port. So if I sit and point my camera to the opposite side, that's what you're gonna see. So there's got this panoramic sunroof that comes with a cover going all the way from the front to the rear. And as you can see, the top part is all blacked out, and then the seats and most of the interior is of this white, beautiful white or cream color. So that's really nice. And then if we look in the boot area, you have a real window and you can actually reach out to get something from the back. You got grab handles up here. You got your interior lighting, touch sensitive ones. You got some speaker grills on the top. So a very nice conventional looking car, but it has really nice touch to it being an EV. So let's move on to the front and take a look at what's in there. So getting in the front seat, you open the door, and as you can see, you have blind spot monitoring triangle there. That's really nice. The configuration of the door is similar to that in the front. So you have your door opening lever, and then you have all these buttons for controlling the door lock, the child lock, window up, down, lock, the car unlock, window rear view mirror adjustment, and then you have your speaker grill right there. And again, it opens quite wide, about 80 degrees. And if I just step inside, this is what we're going to see in the front area. Very similar to the Bow 8 that I reviewed on my channel. I'm going to link it up there so you can take a look at it if you haven't seen it yet. But yeah, if you look in here, you can see that the seating is done really nicely, also perforated as well, just like in the rear. And if I just sit in the driver's seat, let me start from the front. So as you can see, the window is open, which is really nice because these days a lot of EVs are not allowing windows to be open. So to open the panoramic sunroof, you just press, just like a conventional car, and you press again and it opens up. And the controls are right here. So you have some touch sensitive interior lighting, and then you have these buttons for opening and closing, and you have a button here for 24-hour call center service. You got your SOS button right here, and then you have nicely integrated in these lines in here are microphones. And then we look down here, you have your driving mirror, and then your sun visor, which flips down like that, and then you can see yourself with these vanity mirrors, really nice. And then we go down here and you can see a very nice dash area, very soft material, another speaker grill over there on your A pillar. And then you have some nice vents here for your cooling and heating. And I like how the interior lighting has been integrated nicely. It's really sleek. And you got a crisp small screen for the driver, which also displays your information for the driver. And we come down to the steering wheel, so you have your turn signal lever here, which also doubles for your lighting and turn signals. And then on the right, not like other brands where the gear has been moved here, with this car the gear is still in the middle, and so this stock is for your wiper and other functions. And then we look at the steering wheel itself. So the steering wheel is a conventional steering wheel, only flat in the bottom, which is nice for people who still prefer that. And then you have this rotor here for your terrain functions. And then you have your sort of controls for distance. And then you have all your control buttons here, all in some nice, very nice aluminum feeling material. Gone are the days when you would only get all these premium feel stuff on cars like Mercedes-Benz and other high-level cars, but these days it's coming to cars that are in the $15,000-$20,000 price range. So it's really nice that everyone can have a feel of luxury. Then we go on to the central screen, and it's a very nice screen, crisp, and the size is just perfect. It's not blocking your view. It's just placed right in the middle and just below, not just below, but below your eye level, so it's easy to see, and it's quite clear as well. You don't need anything more than that. So you can have other installed apps on it. There are pre-installed apps. You can install your own apps. I won't say it's the most crisp or most clear or high def screen, but it works. I mean, your the purpose of the car is to drive it. As long as you have all the functions, that's it. We could talk the whole day about these screens. They can basically do anything nowadays. But we come down here and we see our vents nicely placed, and we have a 50-watt charging pad here, and on the other side we have another storage area for phone placement, and then we have our gear selector, which is similar to what BYD has on most of its cars. So you press to park, reverse, neutral, drive, and then you have extra functions here. I like how they're all very grayed out, and it has this uniform sort of design, which is really nice. So you get your parking sensors, you get auto park, I guess, and then you have your traction control stuff going on here, your fan speed, your heated mirrors, hazard button, which is really cool. All these are press buttons, your central ignition, and you get other functions which I'm not familiar with yet because they are in Chinese and stuff like that. And then you have your cup holders placed right in the middle of it all, which is really nice. And for this car in this price range, you actually have a fridge just like on its senior siblings, like the Leopard 8, which I reviewed, which I've already linked up there. And this is a fridge like those bigger siblings. So it's all off right now. You can press it and you can see it's on -6, -3. So you can set the temperature you want, and you can press to heat it. So it's heated and cooled as well, and you can go all the way, set it up to the temperature you want. So that's really, really nice. And as you can see, it's not very big. It's not as big as that on the 8, but it can already handle 4 bottles of water here. So that's really cool. And it doubles as a handrest as well. Now someone will ask, why are they not putting storage here and putting a fridge here? Well, the fridge is here for your convenience, and then if you look down there, there is extra storage for storing things. And as you can see, it's kind of tight in here. When you look down here, you can see there's some extra storage beneath that center console area, and so you can store things there. And as you can see, those blue illuminations there are a Type-C port and a Type-A charging port. In the middle, it also has an area for SD card reader, and down here you have this for storing cards and wallets and coins or things like that. Something that I really like on VW cars, and I really like it when other manufacturers do that as well. And if we go to the front passenger seat, look how thick and how wide it is for the comfort of the passenger. Well, this one doesn't have a screen like that on the 8, but it has a really nice design of the dash, and there's an area here where you can hold kind of like a grab handle for when you're off-roading or when you're on unstable road. So that's the interior of the BAO 3 that was just released about a week ago. Alright guys, so that was a quick walk around of the newly released brand new Bow 8 or Leopard 8 from BYD. I previously reviewed the 8, which is the bigger sibling, the 6-seater version on my channel, and I've linked it up there, and I would put it at the end of this video so you can go take a look at that one. That one is more luxurious and this is more of a budget one. It is budget but not as budget as you might think, so you might want to check out this video and check out the 8 after you've watched it and see which one fits your budget and your needs. So thank you for sticking around. I'm truly grateful. If you're new to my channel, do me a favor and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so when I upload new videos you'll be one of the first to be notified, and click the like button so others can get a chance to see it. Till I see you in the next video guys, ride legal, ride safe always. Peace, and I'm out.